Yep, we're finally returning to this fan commentary of Disney versus DC villains, starting at round 5. And yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you guys about this one. I am thinking of making this the final part of this commentary to go into. Mainly because you guys already got it through your heads, like a shovel going through, hitting you in the head, that I'm more into the Marvel and DC movies. I'm not into the comics. And I'm not into the TV series, not even their cartoons. The only ones that I do like are X-Men Evolution, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Superman the Animated Series, and Batman the Animated Series. So that's just it. The cartoon parts, that is. So, this might be the final round to commentate on for me. Mainly because, actually, there is some critiques I can give into just so people won't do the same mistakes. I'm just saying. Let me rephrase that. There is two types of things in this round that need to be commentate on the most, because there are some things to not harshly criticize, but something to point things out. So let's get this going. We start off with the prologue. We see the faction about the DC's Hades and Morgan Le Fay, the DC version, of course. For some factions, and start to plan a war against on Maleficent's faction. Then we see Bill Cipher. Actually, three things to point out to criticize. Zavrio, the way you spell Bill Cipher, you spell Cipher with the Cypher, and you kind of miswrote it. Bill Cipher's name's pronounced this way: Cipher. So you might need to check your spelling, dude. I'm just saying, because it's not CY, it's CI. Like, I see you, like that. So it's BILLCIPHER. Many Wikipedias will get right into Gravity Falls, his page on Disney Wiki, and every videos with Bill Cipher often get his name right. Not CY, but CI. I'm just saying. So Bill Cipher recruits some two members, Ursula and Morgana, and to join Maleficent's faction, and secretly planning to free his master. And of course, Chernabog, the Disney version of Satan, or the Disney equivalent of Satan. I mean, even though I already did the whole explanation of the devil would not look like Chernabog, of course, and all that stuff. I'm just saying. But it's cool that Bill Cipher is his master being Chernabog. And then we see Queen Grunhilda starting to forge her own faction with Lady Tremaine. Magica De Spell, oh, that stupid witch dog who's all obsessed with the time! And I Am a Ghoul. And then we see the Joker sending Poison Ivy out on a mission. And wait, how to go also? Oh, on a important task. That's just it. And then we see Cruella de Vil recruit a newcomer, and that be Lady Waltham, who wants to avenge the death of her brother. Going after Killer Croc, I see. And now we go to the first fight. The Queen of Hearts versus Clarion. So, from orders of Morgan Le Fay, Clarion has been sent to Wonderland as a new base of operation. but he has to take down its current ruler, the Queen of Hearts. The Charizard fight is okay for me, but personally, when I was hoping for a Disney versus DC villains, I was hoping for the Queen of Hearts versus the Mad Hatter. You know, Jervis Tetch. Because it would have made a lot of more sense, and it actually would have had a lot of potential, because they're both Wonderland themed villains. Except Jarvis becomes the Mad Hatter. From what I get from the animated series of Batman, is that he was in love with a girl named Alice. But she has a boyfriend, and if you watch Batman the animated series, you probably get the whole info. But he does become a criminal, the Mad Hatter. And I would have actually loved to see Jarvis Tetch have his fantasy come true, traveling to Wonderland. Because if you know he's a fan of Alice in Wonderland, he's like obsessed with the story. And it would have been cool to see Jervis Tetch, aka the Mad Hatter, fighting against the Queen of Hearts. I'm just saying. That one had a lot more potential than with Clarion fighting the Queen of Hearts. I'm just saying. I'm okay with this fight, to be honest with you, but I'm just saying it could have been better if it was the Mad Hatter versus the Queen of Hearts. You know, maybe someone could send him to Wonderland. I'm just saying. Hey, there's that footage from Disney Villains Revenge. Okay, I like how she waves the white flag. So Clarion the Witch Boy wins. The next fight is Poison Ivy versus Bushwood. So, let me reread this again. Poison Ivy finally tracks down the threat that she has to take out for the Joker. And, hold on, that threat is Bushwood. It was sent by Negaduck to, what was it again? To go and recruit new allies against the Joker. Oh, and this was the idea by Vincent Fitzler. Interesting one. Now, they're both plant-themed villains, of course. I have not watched much of Darkwing Duck entirely, but I am hoping to get the complete series of it. Well, that was a bit of a short fight, so Poison Ivy wins. The next fight is Pete versus Joe Jill. So, the Mad Doctor was able to turn Pete into a giant Franken-Pete, or Julius. If we're ever good to do it like Other Wars, can we just have Pete and Julius separate? I know they kind of look alike. I'm just saying, it's just my opinion. So now he's dealing with the guy who killed Batman's parents. Yes, I got to look something up, and yeah, he's the guy, Joe Jill, the one who murdered Bruce Wayne's parents. That's him. But I am kind of surprised. I can tell by the animation style he was in Batman the Brave and the Bold. And looks like Pete just got out the building and killing Joe Jill. Whoa, seeing his brain. What a creep. Well, that was yeah, that was something. So yeah, I think I'm gonna. I hate ads. So I think I'm going to stop right here. So now there will be one more thing to critique on. So, see you guys in the next part of this commentary.